Hello and welcome. This is rooflemonger, my friends. Evo 2024, Evo Las Vegas is right around the corner. As of the time of me making this video, it is literally days away and it starts this Friday. And Evo, obviously well known for some of the best competition fighting games throughout the world. It's always going to be a great event for high-level fighting game play. But also, hey, it's a little corporate, there's some marketing here. Evo also well known for the big announcements. And that said, that's what we're going to be doing in today's video. Let's look at what potentially is on the horizon for Evo 2024. What can we expect to be announced? This is the biggest stage of them all when it comes to fighting games, so expect a lot of the companies to bring out their biggest guns. So the first big thing talked about has to be Street Fighter 6. Now the actual gigantic announcement that happened at Summer Game Fest, right? Terry and Mai coming to Street Fighter 6, very big deal. And by the time Evo goes down and Bison, our most recent character, wasn't released that long ago, really, especially because he came out very quick after Akuma as well. So can we expect a full-on Terry gameplay trailer? That I don't know. Not to say there'll be no Terry, however. Last year, while we didn't get the full Aki experience in terms of a gameplay trailer, we did get a hint of her World Tour cinematic. So we got to see her in-game model, what she looked like, all that kind of stuff. So we got a good little hint about the character. It could be more, but that's about what I expect for Terry. But I do expect Terry to show up some way, somehow. Also, another thing I expect is whatever the next big collaboration is for Street Fighter 6. The Ninja Turtles made their shock debut as, Battle Hub costumes, all that. And that was, well, it wasn't necessarily received best, but it was a cool idea anyways. The collaborations are going anywhere. I definitely expect more of those to happen over the years. So another collab, yeah, just maybe. And of course, Capcom has other fighting game projects in the pipeline, so maybe the new Marvel vs. Capcom collection get a release date there. And I know people are crazy, oh, Marvel 4? Probably not. You know what? I think Marvel 4 now has a chance to exist that it didn't, say, a few years ago, but not this year anyways. Crazier things have happened, I guess, but in a few years, I think it's a possibility, just not right yet. Hey, well, rooflemonger, Darkstalkers just had its 30th anniversary. Surely, no. Let's not get crazy here. We're speculating, but certain fates can't be changed, unfortunately. Now, on the Tekken front, Lydia could not make it in time for Evo. She will be launching just after Evo. Like, very literally on Monday, the day after Evo, if you got the fancy edition, or on the 25th for everyone else. So, yeah, don't expect anything Lydia-related, because she's actually just full-on launching right after Evo. That said, I would say it's safe to expect something Tekken-related, probably another character. Thing is, I got a pretty good idea who that character is going to be, to the point where I don't want to outright say it, but the video is in the video description if you want to check that out. Let's just say Lydia was anticipated before she got announced, so these other characters are all the more likely. And besides, a teaser, whatever the next character may be, I don't see much else happening on the Tekken front. It'd be nice if there was a greater Namco thing going on, like, hey, Soul Calibur's back, but unfortunately, probably not. I expect the Tekken end of things to kind of be pretty by the numbers in the end. Now, where things get potentially extra exciting as far as some of the companies go, that would be on SNK. SNK last few years at Evo, they choose Evo to come out swinging. They're not really fans of by the book. Although on the by the book end of things, obviously Fatal Fury City of the Wolves coming out early next year. Realistically, it's actually not too long away, so we got to get the ball rolling on those trailers, so expect more character reveals for City of the Wolves. Mai Shiranui kind of big in the news these days, so I think her and maybe somebody else. And maybe the announcement of something like a beta. King of Fighters 15 had multiple betas going up to the launch of the game, and I would expect much the same for this. Just speculating, but it does seem likely, and even if it's not here, then a little bit further down the road. And we do have a lot more on the SNK front than just City of the Wolves. I was very blessed to break the news, but King of Fighters 15 still got a lot of life left in it. And SNK has made it clear there will be another bout of character releases for the game, including some that might be just a little bit extra special. Looks like King of Fighters might be getting guests from outside the SNK universe, just maybe. Who could those be? I don't know. Capcom characters? SNK versus Capcom? That's too crazy. That could never happen. They're playing this one a little close to heart, but yeah, there's definitely more coming for characters for KOF 15, and some of those characters might be extra special. And there's even more beyond that. SNK is hosting a big panel over at Evo. And they've done the panel thing before, and they just sort of casually drop big bombshells at these panels. Like, say, when they announce just out of the blue, oh, by the way, we're working on the new Fatal Fury game, which is now, as you know, City of the Wolves. They haven't said it very loudly in an official way, like, with trailers and all that, but they have also made it known that they are working on the new Art of Fighting and Samurai Showdown as well. Even made it clear, although I'm sure this is years down the line, that there will eventually be a King of Fighters 16 too. So basically that's one to stay tuned for, I think, because SK, they'll just kind of say anything, right? Just a big announcement just casually tossed out at a panel. I'm sure it's going to be one to watch. Big scale announcements and even, other smaller scale announcements. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of fun stuff from SNK at Evo this year. They're going to be ones to pay attention to, I think. Now, Mortal Kombat, to be quick, we actually do know there's very big things happening on the Mortal Kombat front. Unfortunately, it's actually just not going to be at Evo. Takeda will be playable at Evo if you happen to be there, and he launches right after Evo as well, along with the newest cameo character of Farah. And again, there's very, very big news for Mortal Kombat 1 on the horizon. However, instead of Evo, it's going to be shown off at the San Diego Comic-Con. NRS has, a very long history with the big Comic-Con events, and that's where they're going to be showing their next stuff. Comprehensively going into year 2 of the game, new story mode, new characters, new gameplay mechanics, new everything. So I'll cover it all as it happens, right? I just wanted to let you know, even though it's not specifically Evo, because it is just right around the corner. Another big showing will be Arc System Works for Guilty Gear Strive. It is no mystery now that Slayer came out, Season 3 is completed as it were, right? We now have Season 4, which has already been officially announced, and where else to show off Season 4 but Evo itself? Expect new characters, expect major gameplay changes, as is befitting of a new proper season. Absolutely. We don't know the shape it's going to take just yet. That's, under lock and key. But whatever it is, I'm very sure it's going to be big. Guilty Gear just doing very great as a franchise in general. The anime got announced not too long ago as well. So whatever's in plan for Season 4 of Guilty Gear Strive, I expect very big things. Also, don't forget the new Hunter x Hunter Nen Impact fighting game. At the very least in North America, Arc System Works is the publisher. So we can probably expect something along these lines, something for Nen Impacts just somewhere at Evo. At the bare minimum, the game does not have an official release date just yet, so if there is a release date to be released anytime soon, Evo would be a really good place to do it, as well as any more character reveals if there is to be any. But yeah, between Guilty Gear, which is going to have something really big, and in Impact, Arc System Works has got some stuff to show, I'm very sure. How about Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising? Well, the thing about Granblue specifically is we were very blessed in that they just gave us a roadmap to expect when content is going to drop. And looks like our next character is dropping in August, so probably a good place to showcase the new character at Evo. Can only really speculate who the final characters will be, but hey, this is the best place to show them off for sure. Maybe we'll even get a 2-for-1 and they'll showcase both final characters off as well. I guess we'll have to wait and see. And of course, you don't necessarily need to be a featured game at Evo to make an announcement at Evo. One of the long anticipated announcements is for a new Virtua fighter. If you've been paying attention to general game news in the last while, Sega's been back in a pretty big way. And all the Virtua Fighter stuff specifically got leaked out that sometime this year, the new Virtua Fighter would be announced. And at this point, it's either here at Evo or at Tokyo Game Show. Now, for the leaker themselves, there was some drama out there in the internet, which I'm not gonna go into, but if you Google Midori drama, I'm sure you'll find it. But besides the drama, everything regarding to the leaks as far as like the Sega/Atlas stuff went, That all still seems to be concrete. They were still correct about everything they said on those fronts anyways. So I still have no reason to doubt a new Virtua Fighter. And not the least of which, over the years, they've made tons of hints about it anyways. You know, it's basically been one of the biggest open secrets in fighting games. So if not here at Evo, then Tokyo Game Show, but preferably at Evo. And of course, you know, there's known knowns, known unknowns, and unknown unknowns, right? And there's just tons of things that we just don't know. There could be some sort of announcement that'll just come out of the blue, it'll knock all of our socks off, and we could never know what it is until it happens. And if something happened like that, hey, that'd be super sick, that'd be super cool. But generally speaking, this is what we can roughly expect for Evo. I'm sure there's going to be a couple big surprises that'll make everyone very happy. There's a couple pretty obvious things that we can make a really solid guess at, but I guess in the end we'll see how it all shakes out. And my friends, that is the news and that is the speculation for this upcoming Evo. Once again, this Friday, very soon, I'll be on site and I'll do my best to cover all the news as it happens. And other than that, that is the video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some fighting games.